I'm Rabbi Yitzchak Tachtel with Chabad of Nashville, and we are gathered here today for the 18th year anniversary since we started lighting the menorah with Nashville's mayors, and 18 in Hebrew is Chai, to life. So this is the year of Chanukah to life. Chanukah is a celebration that is highlighted by the kindling of the menorah, which we are going to do shortly, each of the 8 nights of the holiday. It is a holiday that enriches our lives with the light of tradition. And in ancient times, our ancestors rededicated the temple in Jerusalem, and today we candle each night of the holiday another candle, which teaches us to rededicate ourselves to making this world a better and a brighter place by performing additional acts of kindness and goodness every day of the holiday. And Chanukah is also the universal message that ultimately good and light will prevail over evil, freedom over oppression, and light over darkness. And this message is relevant even more today as the world has experienced challenging times in the past year. And we pray that God reveals the true ultimate light of the revelation where all goodness, all evil will be eradicated, and we will have a world where COVID-19 will be history, and we will all be healthy and sharing the light of the Chanukah here with hundreds of people, and not just the limited crowd that we have today. In its Chanukah outreach campaign, Chabad around the world lights menorahs. My brother, being the rabbi in Berlin, Germany, lit the menorah yesterday in a place of true darkness at the Brandenburg Gate, where in the 1930s it was a place where they planned to eradicate Judaism, and today thousands of Jews stood there lighting the menorah in Jewish pride. And the same here in Nashville, Tennessee. Over here in Public Square, a place that represents the leadership of the city, we stand here today. People of all faiths and of all religions gathered here today under one God to make this world a brighter place. I invite to the podium now Mr. Andy May, who will share his greetings on behalf of the Jewish Federation of Nashville and Middle Tennessee.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Teichtel. It's a pleasure to be here with the mayor and other honored guests. Nashville's been an incredibly welcoming place for the Jewish community for well over 100 years. My own great-great-grandfather had a store about 200 yards to my west, and his descendants have been here ever since, and it's been a spectacular place for Jewish people to thrive. We're a tiny community, but we think our contributions to city life maybe are larger than our numbers. And the Jewish Federation is the umbrella service organization for the Jewish community in every city and in Nashville, and it's my great pleasure to be able to be here. Rabbi Teichtel does a spectacular job of making the Jewish community's presence known around Nashville, and it's an honor to be here with him. And I turn the podium back to the rabbi. Rabbi Shulman from the temple.
Thank you. So I am Rabbi Michael Shulman. I'm from the temple, but I also bring greetings from the Nashville Board of Rabbis and Cantors, and want to express my greetings and well wishes to everyone in our city. At this darkest time of year, we celebrate Hanukkah. We celebrate Hanukkah by bringing in more light into the world. And I think it's such an important message and an important model for us that not only does the Chanukiah, the menorah, bring light into the world, but we each have the opportunity and the responsibility to bring more light into the world. We are each able to do that. And so I hope that and pray that this Hanukkah brings more light into the world, more blessing, more goodness. And I hope that each of us finds peace and blessing in the world in the days and weeks and months ahead. So thank you all for being here, and thank you to the mayor and everyone in our city for sort of sponsoring this and supporting this real wonderful celebration here in Nashville. So I would like to now welcome the vice mayor, Jim Shulman. No relation. Yeah, that we know.
Thank you, Rabbi, and we are going to check and see if there is a relationship. We're going to pull out Ancestry.com and see what we can find. I would like to recognize a couple of council members that are here. Councilmember Berkeley Allen is here. We have Councilmember Freddie O'Connell is here. Oh, he's way over there now. And Councilmember Jennifer Gamble is here. Councilmember Gamble is one of our smarter council members because she is standing under the heat light. So I had used this quote before, and I really like it. It says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." Martin Luther King Jr. said that many years ago. It was true when he said it, and it is true today. We live in a time of darkness that only with the light, whether it be the light of equality, understanding, knowledge, or compassion, can we fix a nation truly in need of help. And the hate that surrounds all of us, unfortunately, daily cannot be driven out with more hate. Only love can end that hate. Albert Einstein said, and this is a quote, "There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle." So Hanukkah is the Jewish 8-day wintertime festival of lights, celebrated with a nightly menorah lighting, special prayers, and special foods. The celebration involves lots of light, love, and miracles. For it was in the 2nd century BCE when a small band of faithful Jews defeated one of the mightiest armies on earth, reclaiming the Holy Temple in Jerusalem and rededicated it to the service and love of God. After the victory, they sought to light the temple's menorah, but were only able to find a single cruse of uncontaminated olive oil. Miraculously, they lit the menorah, and the 1-day supply of oil lasted for 8 days. To commemorate and publicize these miracles, the festival of Hanukkah was created. So it involved lights and love and miracles. With all that, we celebrate Hanukkah. And as we celebrate Hanukkah, remember those words that I started with from those quotes. It is light that drives out darkness. It is love that drives out hate. And that life and everything that surrounds it is truly a miracle. So it's my great honor as Vice Mayor and on behalf of the members of the Metro Council to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. And now it's my great honor to introduce and welcome to the podium the 9th Mayor of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, the Honorable John Cooper.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice Mayor, and our two rabbis. I'm in such good company here. To members of the council, I see our Register of Deeds, Karen Johnson, is here. And also, I'm very careful about our pronoun here, our Chief of Police, right here in John Drake. We are very grateful for his service. It's another challenging year this year, but we're here to celebrate God's blessings on all of us and to a great year ahead. Thank you for everybody to being here to observe the start of Hanukkah, and especially Rabbi Teitel, another great year of Chabad in Nashville, and Rabbi Schulman also for being here on the 18th lighting of the menorah. Now for 18 years we've come together to remember the endurance and the triumph of the Jewish people and to affirm the difference that faith makes in all of our lives. And after this year, famous for being challenging, I'm grateful that we are together again. And I'm grateful for the Hanukkah story and for this opportunity to celebrate strength, resilience, and solidarity together. And to celebrate God's blessing on his people. And to thank God for his grace. And to ask that enduring faithfulness keep us safe and to shine a light in all of our lives. Thank you for being here tonight and on to the year ahead. It's exciting. It has been a long year, but 2022 is going to be the best year of all for Nashville. and we've proven our resilience. We don't need to continue to prove it any longer, and now we can advance on to the future. And thank you, rabbis, for this ceremony and this observance for Nashville, because it is important to acknowledge God and His grace and His blessings on all of us. Thank you all very much for being here.
As mentioned, tonight is the second night Chanukah. We are going to light the menorah. We're going to begin with the blessing. As I have shared with the mayor in the past, being the mayor of Nashville is an appointment, not just by the voters of Nashville, definitely it is, they voted him into office, but when someone's appointed to be the leader, it is an appointment by God. And they are considered the servant of the one above to lead our city. And someone asked me, why are there 9 candles on the menorah if it's an 8-day holiday? It is the middle candle that is higher than all the other candles, that represents, in Hebrew called the shamash, the one who's the servant, the one who lights all the other candles. And that is our mayor. The middle candle represents the one who is the leader, the one who brings blessing to our city, as being the man that's appointed by God to this position. And we wish our mayor much success. And as the mayor mentioned, may 2022 be an even greater year, a year of blessing, a year where all darkness will be eradicated. It'll be a year where Nashville is not just prospering and growing from a business sense, but God's dwelling and His blessings will be upon the people of Nashville with the leadership of our mayor. You have one. Okay, I'm going to make the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu hayamim hahem bazaman hazeh. Light it when it's inside. It might be easier. Light it. Before we go down, we present the mayor with a very unique menorah. This is a special menorah. It's a Music City menorah, where each branch of the menorah is another instrument, representing the joy and happiness that our city brings to all of its citizens. And we hope this will be in addition to the beautiful, many beautiful menorahs that are here in the mayor's office. Please join me as we sing together. Ma'oz tzor Yeshuati. Ma'oz tzor Yeshuati lechana elishabeach tikon beit tefilati v'sham toda nezabeach liyetachin matbeach mitzor hanabeach azegmor b'shir mizmor Chanukah HaMizbeach azegmor b'shir mizmor Chanukah HaMizbeach. Please join the mayor well as he makes his way down from the menorah that he lands safely, God willing. Let's hear it for our mayor, everybody. There we go. We want to wish everybody here a joyous and happy Chanukah, and make sure to go home tonight and light your menorah. There are menorahs here on the table if you need one. And as mentioned earlier, lighting the menorah is not just a physical candle, it's creating a spark of light in the darkness we find ourselves in. And the way we can do that is by adding deeds of goodness and kindness and making our city a greater place. Happy Chanukah, and thank you, Mayor, again, for being part of our ceremony, and God bless you with the most joyous and happy holiday season and a happy Chanukah as you light this menorah tonight at home. Thank you. Happy Chanukah, Mayor. Thank you.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.